Talentless Talent. We're back. We are back. We are here. It is episode 16. And do I have a spicy, juicy, rollerblading, panda hood wearing, hair giving, mother heckin' podcast for y'all? I got it. I got it right here for you. This is Hood Panda's episode, baby. Hood Panda. I went up to Columbus. We hung out. We did a podcast, and I got to meet his cat that looks also like a panda. So if you're not familiar with Hood Panda, he is a rollerblader. He teaches rollerblading. He does lessons, and he went extremely viral for his video of rollerblading down the highway in Columbus, butt ass naked. I'm going to post the video with this because it is so freaking hilarious. It's hysterical. I also remember how this all came to fruition is that somebody posted the video. I obviously watched it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And then I had so many questions. And this is right when I was just starting Talentless Talent. Like right when I was getting the hang of things, finally figuring out my mic situation and my quality situation, and really just throwing shit together at this point. So somebody posted it again, and I commented on it, and I was like, dude, I have so many questions for this Hood Panda. I have so many questions for him. They're like, yeah, this is his Twitter. I was like, what? Word? Okay. So I tweeted at him. I was like, yo, if I could do a podcast episode with Hood Panda, I'd die. And then he tweeted back and was like, you have to be alive to do the podcast. And then there it is. Magic. Beautiful. It happened. We scheduled it. It was great. It was a good time. I left with some great-ass Hood Panda merch. If you see me walking around in my toboggan, hat, beanie, whatever you prefer to call it, that's Hood Panda's. It has his logo on it. I got a sticker that hangs out in the background of my podcast. If I did video, which I will, I promise. I know y'all want to see my face. I know. But do you know how hard it is to edit a video? I don't know how people do it. There's YouTubers out here that's like, I just plug my phone into a ring light and go. I'm out here like, what do you plug your phone into? Then I upload it and the quality's bad. I'm like, I got a decent iPhone. I have the newest iPhone. What are you talking about? It's on a payment plan. I didn't buy it right now. What are you talking about? It should work. Anyway, it was a really good time. So he has merch up. He's a really fun, chill dude. He's doing his TikToks, rollerblading, has his YouTube channel, has an OnlyFans. I'll post my reaction video to watching one of his green screen videos. That was really funny. I'll post it all when I post this. So you'll already see it by the time you listen to this. Whatever. Anyway, Talentless Talent's growing. The growth immaculate. So I don't know how much I can say right now just because, but I mean, I did accept an offer to join an indie podcast network. So that is currently in the works. I'll have my own website through them. So you'll be able to go directly to their website to view it. I'll still be able to run my social media, all that fun stuff. So you'll still be able to catch some things out on there. I'm moving my hosting to another hosting platform, and they gave us really awesome deal for being in the network, and I'm really, really excited about that. So more information to come on that. Don't know how much I can say yet, but it's really exciting. I'll post the details once I get them. So yeah, we're doing things. Your girl did stand-up the other night in Cincinnati. Wasn't planning on it. I was not planning on it. I showed up and I was like, I'm going to watch my homie perform, see some new homies perform. And Lee, his podcast will be coming out soon. He was one of the homies that I saw. And he was like, yo, you need to sign up. And I was like, what? What? Because they did the set, and then afterwards they did the open mic. So I signed up. Fucking did it. Don't remember it. I wasn't like blackout drunk. I just black out when I stand up in front of people, but it goes well. So catch me at some of those. And then tomorrow, which in your time, fourth wall. Tomorrow, it'll actually be like 2 days. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to start hosting trivia in the Cincinnati area So, if anybody wants to get together and play some trivia, come see your girl. I'll post details on that once I am done with my training. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoy. This is Talentless Talent with Hood Panda. Go check his shit out. Enjoy, listen, like, follow, subscribe, whatever. I also changed my Instagram handle. There's no more 5 Ys. It's only 1 Y, 2 Ts. Because I was at the bar the other night and somebody was like, yo, what's your Instagram handle? And I was like, there's a lot of Ys and I don't know how many. So I changed it. All right, guys. Enjoy. Thank you for tuning in to Talentless Talent. I just want to know what it sounds like, if it works. This should work. Meep. Beep. Test. Testing. 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 You want to test yours?
Booyaka! Past 8 we're drinking. I'm drinking caffeine. And you are too.
I am too. It's not okay. I'm not okay. So imagine it is 6 p.m. and you're leaving your day job and you grab your keys off of your desk and you get on the same highway that you drive every day of your life. For the past 4 years, nothing exciting happens on this highway. But today is the day. There is a man in front of you with a panda on his head. He is the Hood Panda. And he's naked on rollerblades on a highway going really fast. And that is who I have on this podcast today, is Hood Panda. Hello, Hood Panda.
Salutations.
Yee! Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for getting me on your podcast.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So,
yes.
When I first saw the viral video, I was like, I have a lot of questions for this guy. And somebody's like, yeah, just go find him on Twitter. I was like, okay, fine. And then I did. And then I tweeted at you and you tweeted back. So, have you had a lot of positive feedback from that video?
Yeah. I'd say most feedback has been positive. I had a handful that weren't, and I mean, from the way they came at me, it sounded like it was more their problem than mine. But all in all, everything was pretty groovy, pretty gravy about it.
Yeah.
Everybody laughed.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is that the reaction you were going for?
Yeah. I wanted people to laugh. I was surprised at how many people said that they seen it, and within half a millisecond, they knew it was me. Because I was naked and it was a back angle. And
they knew?
Yeah, I was like, so you just knew it was me, huh? What was it, like the skin tone? Because I'm pretty pale in this season, so yeah.
They knew.
They knew. Though.
Yeah.
Everybody did.
I'm glad that most of it was positive, because some people can get pretty shitty when it comes to that. Especially, like, not to go down a negative route, because I try to be a positive person. Here I go, being negative, but... I don't know, people see that and they're like, I don't know, if they're from like the same area as you, they get kind of like envious that it got popularity.
Or envious that I was naked.
That you were naked.
For a minute. And I mean, not many people have, it's one thing to be naked in public, but going, I would guess you could say extremely fast for a normal pace, but naked and in the winter is, I can't describe that feeling, you know?
There's no way.
It's like asking an astronaut how it was in the rocket taking off. I don't know. Like, how do I put that into words?
It's indescribable.
Orgasmic.
Yes. So, like, what was the temperature?
That day, I think it was 28.
Jesus.
Close to 30, maybe a little bit below.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And 670 is, like, a huge highway. It's super fast.
Yeah, that's why you have to do it the way I did it. You don't have to do it. I don't recommend it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying nobody should do it. Respect if you try, but you have to do it from summit to kneel, because it's like one long exit ramp, under a bridge, and then you're good. But what comes over your left shoulder is I didn't expect. I saw one angle and it was like, dude, that's like at least 70 cars that go by
terrifying.
While I'm like coming around the corner, and I'm just, you know, it's just that moment once I come around the corner, it went silent for a second. It's like, he should be coming, and then here I come.
There it is.
Naked and alive.
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
But that's like a normal, like that's a challenge though. Like I've seen the 670 challenge.
Mhm.
Is that something that you started, or has that been around for a while?
That's what Hood Goose started, and he did it because people call me crazy, and my friends around me are. I'm a product of my environment. I'm pretty weird and crazy, and so are they. He wanted to do it first, and you can tell that it's not my first time skating when I do it.
Yeah.
It was his first time on like the big 3-wheel rollerblades that I used, and it was his first time doing that. And I was like, man, don't you want to like learn how to stop or like ease in real quick, roll around the block? And he was like, nah, let's just. He had that on his mind for a while. He's like, if I get those big wheels on my feet, I'm skating the highway.
Oh my God! And it was the first time he skated with those.
Yeah, so we went down there, and then he got out of my car and he held onto my car, for a little bit. He let go because he was like, this is too much. And then he just, when you go on that ramp, it just takes you down for a while. Yeah.
Damn. How fast do you think that you get up to?
I think I was like 45 topped the day I did the naked like stunt.
Yeah.
And that's the fastest I've gone because I was going so fast. I held on to the car for a while because I didn't want to push really. And then I realized when I let go of the car how fast I was going because I almost started getting closer to the car.
Yeah.
And then once it started going downhill, I realized, oh shit, I can't bail. And I was like, I was like, this is it. I was like, oh man, I just got to look straight ahead. And I didn't know until after that I hit something once I got on the highway. And my wheels are just big enough where it just kind of was like going over a rock or whatnot.
Yeah.
You can see I kind of like my whole body shakes. And then the car behind me beeps. I look over my left shoulder and then start skating. And the way that my skates went, I went around. It looked like a strap, like one of them straps to hold furniture down in a truck.
Yeah.
And I just went around it by like inches.
Because if you would have hit that, would it have been?
That would have been.
It would have been over.
That would have been wrap it up a clock.
Did you have a helmet on underneath the hood?
It was just dreadlocks and the panda head. There's no room.
That's safety enough.
That's safety enough. I mean, that's enough layers. So, but yeah, if I would have went down on that, it would have been the way I would have seen it going is definitely like a tuck and roll situation, but being that nude, lots of road rash to come. I don't think it would have been the worst injury that I've had.
Okay.
So
what is the worst injury you've had from rollerblading?
From rollerblading is definitely my arm. I broke my left forearm, both bones.
Damn.
Trying to do like a backflip.
Yeah.
And I overflipped, opened up, and the bone, it was nasty. Like the bone popped out. I know it was, and then they had to take me to the hospital. It was like 30 minutes into a skate trip too. So I was in the hospital for the weekend in Pennsylvania.
That sucks.
That was in 2017. And at that time I was like good at skating, but I think breaking my arm is probably one of the best things that happened to me because I don't want to say it's sad to say, but it took me to a dark place because I was like not working then and I was on painkillers and my mind started going to dark places. And then after that, I had to make a decision if I wanted to skate or put all my energy into like what I was doing at work.
Yeah. And
maybe go for just a normal job and be that best employee I can maybe be. And I said, fuck that. I said, I want to skate. I want to skate harder. I don't want to be done just because of this. So I got into yoga, and then, that changed a lot. I started getting stronger. I got more in control of my skating. The more I practiced yoga and was recouping and getting back into skating, my style and control started to really zoom in.
That's really neat.
Yeah,
it basically saved your life.
Yeah, and it complemented my skating so much more to the point where people really noticed a lot big of a difference.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yoga. I've heard very good things about yoga. Do you do like a specific type or is it just like a freestyle yoga?
I don't. You can freestyle once you practice enough, but my first class was a hip hop yoga class.
What?
Yeah.
That exists?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you just do like a flow, and then like you just kind of, I don't want to say it's like Zumba, but like it's not as slow. And yeah, my first classes were hip hop yoga, and then after that I went to like an actual studio once I moved back to Columbus. I lived in North Carolina for a while. And then that's when I really started getting the hang of what I was doing and what I liked and what helped, what strengthened, what, released and relaxed. And yeah, Ashtanga is like the foundation of it, and it's like a strength and stretch. So it complements restorative a little bit. That one I got down, and yeah, restorative postures, you'll learn those when you need them.
Yeah. So like, would you say doing yoga, like if you're rollerblading or doing anything like that, would you say yoga is one of the ways to go?
200%.
Yeah.
If you do yoga, and I tell people who do yoga and want to rollerblade that you're going to be good at it, because rollerblading is a full body control, mind-body thing. So yoga connected my mind and body a bit more, and rollerblading was kind of already ingrained. So once I put those two together, magic,
chef's kiss,
straight up magic with the wand and everything. So beautiful. Yeah, it also helps with recovery a lot.
Oh, definitely.
A lot.
With like stretching, because it's stretching too, isn't it?
If I stretch or do like a quick yoga before I skate, it's amazing because I don't get as sore after.
That's nice. That's good to know. I should probably start stretching. I did for a while, but stretching's so good for you.
It is.
It's so good.
It is. Yoga just makes it fun, and it makes you pay attention to your breath, and yeah, sometimes you'll like do handstands and stuff once you get to that point.
What? There's like have control.
Yeah, there's things that you don't know you can do until like 2 or 3 yoga classes, and like a teacher would just be like, all right, now we're here on our hands and just lift that leg up and maybe the other. And in your head, like, I'm real competitive.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to do it. And yeah.
And then you did
I just go for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you broke your arm in 2017?
Yeah. I've broken both my hips too.
Hips?
Yeah.
What?
So it started as a young baby. I had heart surgery before the age of 3.
Damn.
I know. I was born with a broken heart.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
it was put back together. It's okay.
I'm glad.
But yeah, I had like a heart murmur, and then got that when I was 13. I was in a golf cart accident. I was at like a church summer camp. The golf cart flipped. I was in the front seat. It flew out. 4 other people flew out of it as well. But I like flew. It rolled 3 times, and on the 3rd time it rolled down this hill, it landed on me, and it crushed my little 13-year-old body. So I fractured my left pelvis once in the front, twice in the back, got 4 screws and a plate in there, and my right one got dislocated.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Were you being reckless on the golf cart?
I wasn't driving.
No? Okay.
I wasn't driving.
Oh, but it landed on top of you?
On me. Like, I screamed, they got it off, I rolled out, and they were like, everybody good? And I didn't really have like I had like a really emotionless like reaction, and they were like, you good? And I was like, no. And they're like, you're not like crying, you're not in pain? And I was like, I'm in a lot of pain. I can't move.
There's like, is that endorphins like rushing to you to like just put you out? Like,
yeah, you'd be surprised when that stuff happens. There's a lot of adrenaline. Like, if you fall and like scrape your knee, you might cry because you're like, I hurt my knee, and I'm sitting here with it.
Yeah.
But like when that happens, like real shit hits you pretty fast. Like, man, your life is altered for not just the next couple weeks. Like, that was 6 months I couldn't walk.
That's crazy.
I was in a hospital for 5 days. I was in a wheelchair, then a walker, then crutches, and this is all at the age of 13.
What? So your life was completely altered from that.
Mm-hmm. What happened when I broke my hips, when they put you on a backboard when you're hurt?
Yeah.
Those really hard boards. Mm-hmm. Imagine laying on one of those with broken hips for like 2.5 hours.
No way.
Yeah, they did that because everybody else went in for x-rays before I did, and Yeah, so by the age of 13, I've already endured, like, I was like, this is the most pain I think I can ever feel. So,
All kinds of trauma.
yeah, I was like,
man.
after that, I'm like, I'm not really scared of much. I was scared of golf carts for a while, still kind of cautious about them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would be. That's for sure. It's
Isn't
like
that
one of those
crazy?
aversions.
Like, one of my fears, like, if you're like, hey, get on this golf cart, or like, unless I'm driving, no.
no, I'm good.
Mm-mm. Why? It'll be fine. And they have a big smile on their face. No, I'm not getting on that.
No, we're not doing it. No, thank you. So, were you rollerblading at that time when you were 13?
Best part, I was a skateboarder.
Oh,
Spoiler alert, I skateboarded for a while, up until that point, won competitions and stuff for my age group.
damn.
And when I came back and the doctor said, you're 100% healed, you can go do whatever. If you want to skateboard, you can do that now. First thing I did, grab my skateboard that I've been staring at for 6 months, crippled, broken, and young. I went to skateboard, and my left foot that popped the board up to ollie. How do I put this? It was like this. I don't know if this happens for everybody, but like, you know when you sit on the toilet too long and your leg goes asleep, and you stand up and you can't like use it.
That's a perfect example.
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
how. Yeah, because everybody's on their phones on the toilet,
Right.
and that's how it was. But it was like it wasn't waking up. My leg was giving me like 30%, but in my mind, I had it at 110, and it was very disheartening. And right after that, I rolled around the block, and that's where Hood Goose, Hood Panther, and Hood Possum were all out front of the house rollerblading. All my friends are about 5 years older than me,
Yeah.
and they put me on rollerblades.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I
and,
never
like,
stopped.
Join their little group.
Yeah, I
That's
left.
cool.
I went home, and then like they met me like a couple months later after I like really got into rollerblading, and I was like, guys, look at this, because I was homeschooled my whole life.
Yeah.
So I just built ramps and rails out front of my house, and I just started going to town.
That's awesome.
You can kind of see that when I skate. I skate a lot of trash.
Yeah.
I'm not picky. Like I'll go find wood or dumpsters. Like
I've seen videos where you've made your
Yeah.
own ramps
Yeah, I
out
do
of
that.
anything. Like, fuck it. Here's some PVC pipe and
there's less
cardboard.
there's less people by dumpsters than there are at skate parks. So nobody's in my way,
right?
and I can focus.
And you don't have to deal with that. Skate parks are crazy. We had one in my hometown, and that's where everybody went to fight.
What park was that?
It's in Chillicothe. It's just like the Yoctangi Park. They put a
Yeah.
skate park in there, and that's where everybody went to fight.
My dentist used to be in Chillicothe.
Really?
Yeah, when I was a kid, we would go there, and then we'd go to Golden Corral.
Golden Corral. Delicious.
That was the spot, and my mom would let me eat brownies, like, cause I would just sweet tooth that whole place.
The last time I went to Golden Corral, they had a chocolate fondue fountain. You know, the one that like pours out fondue.
Mm-hmm.
And there were kids sticking rolls and like corn on the cob
Oh my-
in the
ew.
fountain. Yeah. And like grabbing handfuls of it and just shoveling it in their mouth.
When you went to that skate park as a kid, did you fight?
Did I fight?
Yeah,
I looked for fights, but I didn't fight.
but you didn't fight.
Like I fought a lot when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my thing. Cause I mean, like I've always been like bigger than everybody else. Like that's just been my
So
like
you're a
genetics.
Bully.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
A little bit. A little bit. No, like if somebody like made fun of my friend, I would stick up for him. I'd fight him. But a lot of the times we would just go down there to like hang out with people. Like that's the place to hang out. Like that was it.
Nice.
So, but they put it in there and it's gone to trash now. There's a bunch of scooter kids. There's nothing wrong with scooter kids,
Mm-hmm.
but they're just always in the way. So,
Yeah, actually, Chillicothe has a really good skate. Now it's coming back. My memory is a little messed up because I've had another injury that I hit my head in 2017 too.
Jesus.
I know, I blasted it, and my memory's pretty bad. But Chillicothe does have a cool skate park because I did see it. It's over by like the river dam or something like that.
Yeah. So the waterfall. Or not
Exactly.
the waterfall, the
The
flood
water
wall.
ditch. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's pretty nice. It's pretty neat. I always tried to skateboard when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't figure it out. My brother is a really big skateboarder
Nice.
and he does all of that, but I just bought a lawn board. So I want to try to longboard.
I've never longboarded.
No?
Mm-mm.
I feel like it'd be easy. They got big old wheels on it.
I heard you go fast.
Yeah.
I would just lay down on it, but that's probably why I don't have a longboard. You know, the worst people are the ones with the electric longboards.
That's a thing?
Yeah. They, like, when I'm, like, skating around the city, this has happened twice. There's 2 of them, like, maybe more there's definitely more than 2. 2 of them have approached me because I'm skating fast, using my whole body. I am the horsepower of my skates. And I'm going, and these guys just press a button, and they zoom up. And, like, one time one of them, like, cut me off, and I was like, dude. And he was like, hey, man, you're going pretty fast. Hick out my board. And I was like, okay. And he was like, I paid like $700 for it. And I was like, well, okay.
What's the point?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't really, I mean, it's cool that you have it, but I can't respect it and like ride with you. Cause he was like, you want to ride around? Where you going? I was like, dude, we're not riding together because you pressing a button and I'm listening to music. Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you listen to Bieber and can sing along.
We're not doing it.
And we're not doing it.
And I do, that takes a lot out of it. I mean, here you are using, like you said, your whole body. Like, you're in it, and this guy's like, what's up, you going pretty fast? Me too. Like, bro, you're riding a glorified bird scooter.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's a privilege.
Yes, exactly.
That's a privilege.
I've seen the unicycle ones. Have you seen those where it's just one wheel?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Speaking of bird scooters, I ride those with skates on too.
Or
there's been times where I'll go out and I'm tired and I still got to get home, and I will just grab a scooter and hold the button and let it pull me on skates.
That's kind of dope, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty neat.
It's fun.
Is that your main mode of transportation? Is your skates?
When it's really warm out, yeah. I love being on skates. It releases endorphins. It gets me where I'm going. It's kind of like in the sense of like there's 2 kind of shoppers. There's that one that touches everything in the store, picks it up, puts it down, looks at it, but only buys like 2 things. And then there's like me. I walk through the whole store in 5 minutes, get what I need and out. I do the same thing with the city. Some people park and walk down the street. I skate from one end to the other. I see everything. I've seen a girl pee at like around noon, like between like noon and 1 o'clock on campus behind the Newport. Like just in the alley. I was skating by and I stopped and I was like, oh, wow. And she was just squatted right outside the car.
It's probably me. I've done that before. But I bet you see a lot of shit, though.
I see a lot of shit. One time I was coming down. It was nighttime, short north. Everybody's a little tipsy in that area at that point. And a guy in a wheelchair, he was drunk, and I was stopped on the corner, and he looked at me, and he was like, yo, dude, do a kickflip.
While you're on rollerblades?
And I turned around and looked down, and I was like, do a jumping jack. And then,
oh, no.
Yeah. his friend, and he came up, and he was like, stupid, that's the wrong sport. And then just rolled him off. I kind of felt bad for my reaction, but I was like, that was how I felt. I was like, dude, that's so disrespectful.
Stupid questions deserve stupid answers. That's amazing. I didn't make the connection until, that was just like a late reaction. But that is hysterical. Columbus has like the craziest, most eccentric type of people in Ohio.
Yeah.
This is like the craziest city ever in Ohio.
Who else is crazy in here besides me? Because everybody else is in a team sport from what I've seen. I haven't seen too much crazy stuff.
No, I would say the homeless is more eccentric in Columbus than Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, they just beg for money. In Columbus, you have the homeless man in the Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
Chilling. You might want to make him part of your group.
That's true. Man.
Homeless Spider-Man. He might be good on some skates.
We've had like car break-ins, and I think it was, I don't want to say it was homeless people, but we had like car break-ins around where I live. And one time out back of my apartment building, early morning, I heard somebody out there, and he was tweaking at like 9:40 a.m. And it was like summertime, and I look out, and then he starts getting in an argument with the cars outside, one of them being my car. And I've seen this happen before. After that, he's going to break one of those cars. So I grabbed my flamethrower.
I think I've seen the video of the flamethrower.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so I grabbed the flamethrower and walked out there, all masked up, of course. And when I walked out there, I walked around for a second. He started trying to get into somebody's car. He started, like, wiping the windows. And I was like, yo, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, it's my friend's car. No, it's not. You need to get out of this area. And he was like, no, it's my friend's. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. I was like, so you know, who is it? He was like, what's his name? I was like, you know Anthony? Who else does he live with? And I just started I don't know. I was making it up, but he did not know. And then I lit the flamethrower and gave him a little and it looked like he sobered up pretty quick. Like,
he's like, no, I'm out. Okay, I don't know this person.
And I was
You're
like,
right.
well, you can come at me, but I'm gonna probably burn you.
I have a whole flamethrower, bro. Did
Yeah,
you make
I was
that?
like, no, I got it.
How did you buy it? You can buy flamethrowers.
You can buy flamethrowers. I went to an art jam on the west side at Lookout Supply, and one of the artists there had it, and he was displaying it, and I was like, dude, this is awesome. He was like, yeah, it's also for sale. And I was like, really? I made an offer, and he gave it to me.
Yeah, you don't just see a flamethrower and not make an offer on that. You buy that bitch.
It set me on fire last week.
What?
Yeah, you can't point them down. I found out the hard way.
You just set yourself on fire. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just fire.
That's all.
But somebody was going to pay me to, like, flamethrow their parking lot.
What?
They asked me to take care of the parking lot with the flamethrower, and I was like, for real? All right. So I went over there with gas, and when you point it down, it wouldn't shoot because, like, the way the canister is on top, like, the gas doesn't go down. So I took the canister out of the holder of the gun, and I just held it up of the propane, and it started shooting down, but then gas comes up, and so does heat, and it came up and, like, caught my hand and sleeve on fire for a second. And I threw it. I haven't touched it since.
Oh, my God. Wait, they were trying to get you to, like, snowplow their parking lot with a flamethrower?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, they were like, if he has a flamethrower, my friend worked there, and he was like, yo, my boss said if you come, we'll pay you if you melt the snow. And I was like, bet.
Any excuse to use the flamethrower.
Yeah, I was like, bet, I'll use the flamethrower. And then, it didn't work.
No.
It didn't even melt any of the snow. I felt bad. I felt so bad.
Like, I tried. You can still pay me, though.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And it, like, took, like, all day because the first time I went, there was a cop outside, like, that could see. And I was like, well, I can't do it right now. And they're like, because of the cop? I was like, yeah, and I was going to wear the panda head. And they kind of,
Do they know? Are they on the lookout for Hood Panda?
You know, the panda head was for protection the first time.
Yeah.
And to hide my identity. Now it's a straight giveaway.
Yeah. People know now.
People know. The cops, I only had, like, one run-in with them.
Yeah.
That was, I don't know, almost costly.
I'm curious what happened. You have to say.
So, I was doing a photo shoot, an interview for the Columbus Dispatch. This was within the week after doing the naked highway stunt. And I had them meet me at this little skate park in a parking lot type deal. And as we're doing the photo shoot, I'm fully dressed in the panda head with skates on, a different pair of skates than what I wore. But a cop car comes while we're taking photos and just sits in the parking lot for a second. And he's, like, in there with us. And I found out because we're doing this, and the interviewer and the photographer look like there's a freaking bear behind me. And I'm like, what? And I turn around, and they're like, and I was like, it's just whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, are you sure? Like, they were nervous. And I was like, let's just get it over with, and then
see what happens.
We'll just leave.
Yeah.
So this is when, like, right when I admitted to it online too and started claiming it, because it went viral. But what's the point of me going viral if nobody knew about it? So I was like, and most people knew anyway. So I was like, all right, I'll just deal with it. And we wanted to shoot a photo. They asked me to do a photo like in my underwear with the panda head like covering like my shit.
Yeah.
So it looked like I was naked, and I was like, all right, well, we got to do that around the corner. So let's just like walk over here. And when we did that, the cop came over and was like, what's going on here? And I was like, taking photos. Who are they? I was like, photographers that I hired. For what? Social media. And he was like, okay. And I was like, are we doing something wrong here? What's going on? And he was like, well, I do security for the church that runs this place, and I seen the video of the, guy skating naked on the highway with the panda head. So that's you? No.
No.
That's not you. No, sir. I said, that guy's a legend, but
not me.
this right here, this is all clout, sir. He did it. I'm just kind of copying the gimmick.
Riding on that one.
Yeah. And he was like, you telling me if I pull up the video, those aren't the same skates? I said, no, sir, they are not.
Ooh.
I said, that man had FR skates with 3 wheels by 125. I started him with all the specs, like for a minute straight. And he's just looking at me. He was like, oh, huh. Okay. What's your name? And I was like, Matt. And I gave him my name. He ran our plates, and then like that was it. And that was like probably the hottest it got for a second.
Yeah.
And same afternoon, I hopped on a flight and went to California. And left for a nice week to let that die down so I didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And went and skated naked in other states.
That's awesome. That's a good cop story, though. I'm glad it ended.
Yeah.
With being like, fuck you, dude. These ain't the same skates.
Yeah, they're not the same skates. And yeah.
I did see an article that like the Blitz or whatever that radio station is posted. And they said that there was another stunt done by a man in a panda costume at the Easton Mall. And they didn't know if it was a copycat or the same person. But then I found out that may be the same guy. And you had like a whole thing about going into the mall and doing it. And then like the security guard, that was amazing. I'm just gonna can I explain it?
Go ahead.
The security guard pulls up and he's like, yeah, no, we don't allow any cycling or skateboarding. And you were like, well, I'm not cycling or skateboarding.
Cool, bro. I hear you loud and clear. You go that way, I'll go this way.
But there was like a whole escape plan made.
Yeah, that was a thing that so I was there visiting a friend because he worked at like one of the bars there, and seen him for a second, and then I left and I went out to my car and I realized I had my panda suit. At this point, that panda suit was new. I think that was like just after Halloween or maybe just around, but I pulled it out and I had my skates and I was like, let's do this. I got the camera. So I skated around Easton. It was nighttime. And I was like, man, at this point, I didn't know if the inside mall was open. So I skated and I made my way there. And I turned off the camera for a second. And I look and I'm like, oh, that's open. And like, I'm going to go through this. I turn on my camera again. Right when I turn on my camera to record going in, I look over and that security guard has been chasing me. They've been trying to get me that whole night. I've just been vibing around Easton by myself in a panda suit and a 360 cam.
Just all by yourself.
Yeah.
Just solo.
Yeah. Just like, and like filming weird stuff over by like the Victoria's Secret like store because it just was goofy as hell having a panda suit looking at models. And once he caught me, he was like, yo, nah, son. And I was like, okay, well, now I know how much time I have, and as security, you seem a little lazy.
Yeah.
Because I was skating around like the car dealerships and everything. So I literally made the plan. I called them ahead of time to see, what the hours were, and then online and stuff. Sometimes they tell you different hours.
Yeah.
So I made the plan of how I wanted to do it. Enter through the south side, go up to the north side, and then make my way to Whole Foods, yada, yada, into the car, out. I called my friend Adam because he said he was down to be the getaway driver. And I was like, dude, if you can just drive me from like here to my car, that'd be cool, because I'm going to be hot. I got light up wheels and a panda suit.
They know who they're coming after.
Yeah, they know who to look for. And he got caught up in some stuff, and he was like, oh, man, I'm going to leave here soon. And I'm like, I'm here, man. I've been here at Easton. I went on foot first and like completely just normal clothes.
Like scoped it out.
Yeah, scoped it out.
Yeah.
Went inside and saw how it was. I also was asking, I asked a guy, I wish I would have filmed it. I asked him, I was like, hey, man, I parked on the other side here. These doors, what time do they close? I don't know what time anything closes here. And he was like, oh, these doors? He was like, the stores close at like 8 or 9. So they open till like another hour or two after. And that's both doors too. So you can go from here to the other side and they just all open. And I was like,
He just gave you the whole plan.
I said, man, thank you so much, bro. You have a great night, all right? God bless you. And then I walked away, drove off, suited up in the car. At this point, Adam texted me, and he was like, dude, I could be there in like 30 minutes. I have my other friend, Sip, already inside Easton, and he's in my head with headphones telling me how it is.
Giving you the specs and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah, I had one person on the inside.
That's some spy shit. Bro.
Yeah, I had to. I was like, I wanted him to film it in there too. So I had skated down, and I called him, and I was like, how we looking? He was like, they just wiped down all the tables. It is good to go.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, let's do this. So I started skating. There were like little wires out by like, I think the front where like the Cheesecake Factories. There was like a park out there.
Mm-hmm.
I almost tripped over the wires because I couldn't see them. Didn't trip. And then I just went in there, did my thing, went out the other side. While I was in there was pretty funny because that's just skating that floor is it's so smooth.
Yeah, it's like tile.
It's white.
Yeah.
There's no marks on it.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
It was a pretty shot, too.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It felt good, like just to roll on it. I did get a little cocky about it because I skated through, made it to the other side, and magically, Adam, I told him to forget it. He showed up on the other side as that getaway, and I didn't know he was going to be there. So that was completely, I was like, no way. Hop in there with him, and he was like, was it good? And then when I turned the camera off, I was like, yo, that was really easy. It was easy because I planned it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can take me back to the door. I'm going to go in the way I came out and meet me on the other side.
And do it again.
And do it again. And he was like, really? I was hyped. I was so hyped. And I was like, yeah. And he takes me and drops me off. And right, like, I can see the door. And also I'm like about to get off of the street. But I look to my right, and that's not security. There's an actual cop. And I'm heading towards this other door. So I just kept going past that door. And then I had to take off because the cop's not going to come up on the sidewalk. This was like where like the Lego place was. And so I had to go pretty much a really extra long way out and around Easton back to my car.
Jesus Christ. Too
With-
arrogant. You're like, I'm doing it again.
Yeah, it was like, no joke, like 7 minutes of a sprint skate.
Just like
In a panda
adrenaline.
suit with light up wheels in a dark parking lot and sidewalks I'm not used to, looking for cars and security. And then I just made it there, and I called Adam. He was like, what happened, dude? Where are you? And I was like, I'm gone, dude. They almost got me.
It's close.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Then I left.
You stopped and like took pictures with people too.
Yeah, that was completely random.
Did
That
you ever
was
see the TikTok video? Didn't you take a TikTok video?
That's allegedly. I did not see that.
I wonder if there's one out there. I kind of want to find it.
It's out there somewhere.
It's gotta be.
There's a lot of random stuff out there somewhere that's probably me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I've been doing this like skating in public with big wheels and like a light up mask since 2019.
Damn.
I was wearing a mask all summer
Yeah.
because it keeps my when I'm going fast, keeps my mouth from getting so dry.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That's kind of a good idea.
Yeah, so when everybody was like, you got to wear a mask, I was like, well, that's nothing new.
Yeah. So do you have the same panda costume?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
it? Do you get it dry cleaned or is it rough?
Probably getting a little rough
Yeah.
now. Yeah, that thing's like, yeah, it's gone through like a season or two now, and it's been across the country.
It's been everywhere,
Yeah,
right?
I skated naked in Skid Row with it. That was the stunt that I wanted to do when we went out west, and I nailed that one.
You did it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Skid Row was like, I was like, what's the hoodest, grimiest, slimiest place? And I was like, let's go to Skid Row. And yeah, went up a couple blocks, got out the car, and almost the same thing.
Naked?
Naked.
Yeah. Did anybody see you?
Everybody saw me.
That's awesome.
Everybody saw me. They thought it was hilarious though. Like the reactions there were pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that went like viral in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
That dude that's videotaping it. You couldn't have had a perfect commenter. Like
I
on
haven't.
that.
I think the hardest time I laughed is when I saw that, and right when you open the video, the first thing I heard is, "This nigga's naked on the highway." This nigga's really naked, and I lost it. I was with the same people that I did the stunt with, and I was like, "Yo, we all gotta watch this." We were crying, rolling on the floor, laughing, and then it sunk, and I was like, "Oh wait, this was posted 45 minutes ago, and it has 26,000 views."
What's happening?
And they were like, dude, that's probably going viral. And I was like, really? Check it again. Another 5K.
Oh.
Check it. An hour later, it was crazy. The numbers were just going. I was getting tagged. And I was like, well, that's no secret.
Yep, there it is.
And everybody was waiting for me to announce, like, this is you, isn't it? Like, everybody.
So how long after did you wait to announce that it was you?
I think it was the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do like an Instagram or like a post? How'd you go about it?
I believe I posted my angle. Yeah, because everybody was wondering who it was, and then like there was an article where ODOT couldn't figure out who it was because their cameras on the highway where they rotate every 15 minutes, and when I did that, they were rotated away from that, and they couldn't identify me at all. And at that point, I was like, all right, let's just do it. Worst case scenario, we just got to accept that, but nothing of the worst case really happened.
Yeah.
I'd say the best case happened. I mean, I got flown out west by a little show, and then we traveled back. We hit Denver, skated naked a little bit there, skated naked in LA, Venice. It was cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How many states have you skated naked in now?
Ohio, California, and Colorado.
You got some ground to cover.
Yeah.
What state are you going to do next?
New York would be cool. I've never been to New York, but yeah, I heard it's kind of like ghost towny.
Yeah, could you imagine Times Square with like nobody there?
Yeah.
And COVID. Just...
Hollywood was like that.
What?
There was nobody on the Hollywood streets, like where the stars are on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Because there's like just not really the attractions. So yeah, it was kind of weird, but also kind of cool.
Just a ghost town.
Just a ghost town.
That's kind of neat, but it's
Yeah.
also like apocalyptic
Yeah.
and terrifying.
Yeah. When I went to California, I was surprised. Like, even the homeless had, like, masks on and everything. And I was like, well, good for y'all, California. Nice. I was like, we have a Buckeye game, and Midway just lights up with COVID.
You can like see the positive cases.
I can
sprout out from
see
there.
everybody spit in the air. It's so
Literally,
bad.
it's so bad.
I can smell fireball and useless mask from here.
Well, I do want to ask. I have some questions that I had people submit. So let me pull it up and see. Okay, so my one friend wants to know how you.
I am my own Valentine. That's the answer to that
Oh,
question.
You know, there was a question that was, "What are you doing for Valentine's Day?"
Okay.
I can send you pics. Might be the love of your life.
I'm sending free feet pics all
Free
Valentine's
feet?
Day.
Feet free?
Yeah,
Do you know how much those go for?
I know. If you give me $20, I'll send you a video with no socks on of me taking my skate off.
And just like make sure your feet are really sweaty and it's
Yeah.
just like dripping.
That's all on my OnlyFans.
Subscribe and like.
That was another thing that happened after the naked thing is I instantly put that up on OnlyFans.
Do you have an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Plug it.
Yeah.
What is it?
OnlyFans.com/hood panda.
There it is.
Bada
Go
bing,
subscribe.
bada boom.
You might get a sweaty skate foot video. $20. So this person wants to hear more about your I can't say it, the mayor bid, being the mayor of Columbus, and how we can help with campaigning.
How you can help with campaigning. How can we do that, Pinky? Stop it. You're useless meows.
Sweet.
He's just waiting to get into the Capitol. He's going to run it, not me.
He's actually the mayor.
Yeah, Pinky is
for
my
mayor.
cat here.
Oh, sweet.
The mayor campaign started in 2020 because of everything that was going on, and we have a useless mayor that allegedly is a piece of shit. And just he's poor decisions all throughout the year, obviously, of protest and the way that the city collided with the people. I wasn't for it. I was with the people. So nobody was really standing up in that sense. And I've already had it in my head that I feel like I can do anything that I put my mind to it. And I was like, I'll just run for mayor. If cops, I've had conversations with police during that time. And it's like the police that were like, it's sad to say this of color, but like the police of color I had good conversations with, and I felt like it was mutual respect both ways. Then like the older white guys would talk down to me and whatnot, and one of them had a conversation right in front of the police station with me of, you seem like a good guy and whatnot, why don't you join the force? And I said, man, I like as a police officer? He was like, yeah, you make a difference in your community. And I was like, huh. I said, I would do that. He was like, come to our meeting. And I said, I'll do that on one condition. I'm not cutting my hair. Oh, you won't miss it. I was like, oh, really? I was like, you don't know if that's my religious preference or anything, or how much it means to me that I have like long hair. I've always been kind of have rebellious long hair, but I was like, for me to conform to that shows that you don't really care about what I have to say and anything. So I just left it at that. So I went on to campaign as mayor, and the more attention it got, the more it was kind of my way of getting more people to vote that year.
That's smart.
Because younger people seem to like the Hood Panda.
Yeah.
And they listen to, go vote from Hood Panda than they would, Mayor Ginther or all these other people they don't know.
Right.
I didn't even know who the mayor was until the first day of like the real bad protests. I went early in the morning to the State House to see everything, and I seen this guy walking with like people around him holding mics up. I thought I was like, what happened to Mayor Michael Coleman? I left for 2 years in North Carolina. I came back and I was like, I don't know who this guy is. And it was Ginther. And he was walking, and it looked like he was just trying to make sense of all the protests that just happened. And he was. And then I got in the background of his interview actually skating.
That's awesome.
And when I found out that was him, I was like, that's like, if I don't even know who you are, you're not really a good mayor.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mayor Michael Coleman, I ran into him at like a grocery store when he was the mayor. Like that guy was out there. This guy just hides in his own wherever, probably where it's like him and his own people.
Yeah, and he was only out there because he had to be.
Exactly.
That's it. That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
Not because he wanted to be or he wanted to make sense of it or anything.
Yeah.
He had to make an appearance.
Yeah, his power is definitely, it's hard not to say abused, but it's not being utilized in the way that I would like it and the people that I've stood next to this past year would. So until somebody else comes up that's better, that I can support their campaign, I'm just going to run this one out until I become the mayor.
Hood Panda for mayor.
For mayor.
Ooh.
I accept all donations at Venmo, Hood Panda, Cash App, Hood Panda 614, Apple Pay, PayPal, OnlyFans.
Plug it. So you brought up the hair, and that's a good leadway into another question. Somebody wants to know, would you ever cut your locks? And for what reason would you cut them for?
Selfish reasons. That is my hair. Like that's why I was homeschooled my whole life because I couldn't go to my church school because I refused to cut my hair. It would have to be like, oh man, I don't know, enough money to like set me long enough to grow them back.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Yeah.
Also, like, I don't want to be the one to like cheat things, but if I cut them off, I could always put them back in.
Just put them back in.
Also, I have a bag over there with some that I trimmed. If you want to like buy some, or I'll give you one for doing this podcast. You can have a dread.
I want a dread.
Just don't make it like a voodoo doll, please.
I'll make it weird.
That's fine. That's fine. I also sell those on my OnlyFans too.
Do you really?
Mhm.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah, they start at 125 and then go from there depending on girth and length.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
Do you,
I
like,
will
measure 'em
cut
out?
them by one if y'all want to buy them, but
Yeah.
it's different.
Give me one.
Okay.
I'll make a voodoo doll out of it. It'll be like 2 weeks from now and be like, what is going on?
You can smoke it.
Smoke it?
Yeah, or just like burn it like an incense.
Oh my god. What is that? Oh, that's just one of Hood Panda's dreadlocks. It's fine.
Smells like peppermint and matcha.
Oh my god. So this question is, oh god damn it, I closed out of it. See, I try to be organized and then I'm not. This one is, what is your favorite trick? And is the second part. Nope, not that one. What is your favorite trick, and what is one trick that you're currently trying to do but haven't been able to?
Ooh. So there's one I've been currently trying to do, and I just been able to do it. Like I said, I broke my arm doing flips, so I like try to stay away from them. But I can do front handspring on skates as of last week.
I think I saw that on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, that was one I've been working on, and I finally got the courage to do it on cement. My favorite trick, usually mostly like 1 foot grinds. I like doing handstands, and there's like a cartwheel thing I can do in like half pipes. I like stuff like that.
That sounds neat.
Yeah, 1 foot grinds. Grinding handrails is really fun. It's hard to narrow it down to one. Rollerblading is my favorite.
It's just the thing.
So, yeah.
Who's your favorite rollerblader?
Me.
Yay, you have to believe in yourself. to
Love
make
yourself or nobody will.
it. Love yourself.
Other than me, that's another thing that's just hard to narrow down. I take inspiration from like a lot of my like teammates and friends around me. So
I love that. This is sweet. Aw. Aw. I'm going to do an Explain That Gram because everybody fucking does those, and I think they're interesting. So I'm going to pick one picture on your Instagram, and you have to explain it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's see. I'm going to go back. I don't know which one I should do. This one, it looks like you're having a really good time. It says big mood. You look really happy.
Big mood.
You're in LA. When was this?
Let me
this
see
was
that.
April 20th. It's 420.
This one. Oh, with the joint and the bracelets and the necklace, the shades, the open button up.
The whole outfit.
I felt sexy that day. I just got out that pool and I was glowing. That was my birthday party. Actually, that was my 2019 birthday party, and we had it at my friend's girlfriend's grandma's house. She had a pool, and all my best friends were there, and they had a cake. They threw it in my face. This picture was obviously before the cake in the face, but I was smoking that, and I was like, "Yo, take a picture of this, man." And I'm in that same voice too.
Take a picture.
And I just and I looked at it and I was like, I'll just live in that.
It looks so fun.
I'll just
it looks
live
like
in
you were
that.
just having the best time.
Are you doing another one? Is that
Yeah,
the
I'm
only
gonna do
one?
one more.
Okay.
And then you can pick one for my Instagram, and I'll do an Explain That Gram. We'll go back and forth. Let's see. There's the mask. I'll ask a question while I'm looking for a picture.
Okay.
So, what inspired you to be Hood Panda and not some other kind of animal?
So, great question. Where I lived in the time when Instagram was coming about and being established, all my friends told me I lived in the hood. I didn't think it was too bad, but that's what they said. And the panda part comes from my ethnicity. My dad's white and my mom's black. So I'm black and white like a panda.
Like a panda.
And I lived in the hood, so I made that my Instagram handle. And then shortly after, designer came out with the Panda song, and I already had that handle, so I kept it. And then later on, people start calling me by Hood Panda. And now, like, it's weird if you don't call somebody by their Instagram name.
Yeah, it's a movement.
Yeah, It's a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle. Hood
Yeah.
Panda is a lifestyle.
Exactly.
Hood Panda with dreadlocks. Too.
Panda with dreadlocks.
I love it.
If I cut my dreads, like, that would seriously have to be a whole rebranding.
It literally. I mean, all of your painting, your stickers, everything. It's the panda with locks.
Everything. I tell people, I'm like, if you ever see something that you think I might really like and has pandas on it, just get it and I'll reimburse you.
Do you know how hard I was looking in North Market for like panda candy? That's why I had to buy that weird. You have to try it and send it to me because I want to know what it's like. I've watched little videos. Not panda candy. The little thing, the little ramen that I got you.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
stir.
For those of you listening, she got me this miniature dinner kit, and it's amazing. I'm going to do a whole video on it, of me making it.
All right, I found a good one, and this is fantastic. And I'm going to... Okay, are you ready for the hashtags?
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Throwback Thursday.
Oh, boy.
Hashtag Scene Kid.
Oh.
Hashtag Emo Boy.
Oh.
Hashtag Hot Topic.
Ah, that's me.
Explain that, Graham.
Oh, man.
Look at that. You have like the perfect scene hair in that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you would have told that scene kid that at that time, he would have said Roar XD. Like straight up. Yeah, this is like a transformation. So my scene phase lasted from the age of 14, 15 to like 23. I'm 26 now.
That's a long scene phase.
Yeah. Maybe like 22, but like it was a while because I straightened my hair for the longest time, cut it here and there, but like, yeah. So in this photo, I'm 15. I'm in Pittsburgh on my first skate trip. That purple plaid shirt doesn't exist. It got stolen at a skate spot shortly like after this photo was taken. And my hair, like I just woke up. It was just like, it was just it.
That's a good pic. Like the quality of the picture is really good too.
Yeah, that was my MySpace picture for a very, very, very long time.
Bet.
Yeah, I straightened my hair for probably 4 years of my life.
Jesus.
Like, just straightening my hair.
Oh my God. I bet that hoodie was a staple too.
It's actually a t-shirt hoodie.
Looks like something you loved.
It is. I still have it.
Yes.
Yeah, I still wear it sometimes.
That's amazing. All right, cool. We got that one.
Mm-hmm.
You want to explain one of mine? Well, I'll explain one of mine. You want to pick one?
Yep.
I got to find my Instagram first.
Go to home.
They're all embarrassing. Excuse me.
Okay, let's see. So many different hair colors.
There's a lot going on there.
Okay.
It's called Existential Crisis. I have one every 2 weeks.
Okay, let's see here. A lot of cat photos.
Always.
Okay. All right. I seen one here. Oh, I kind of like that one. I don't know.
It's hard, isn't it?
It is a little hard.
Plus, I got rid of my old one from high school, so there's nothing that embarrassing on there.
Oh, there's nothing that embarrassing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm going to do a quick swiper.
Like a blind play? Yes.
Like a blind one here. And we're going to go right here. Explain that one.
This one? Oh, God.
How was that moment taken?
That's my brother with the creepy porn stash and the long hair.
10 out of 10 for the hat, though.
Yeah, the hat was a staple for him.
I'm a little jealous of the hair.
And it was in my dirty, crusty apartment in Eastgate Woods, where I had to pay $400 when I moved out because the carpet was really bad. But it wasn't because of us. Like, people would just come and spill drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody threw up like a mile-high pile of puke of spaghetti on the carpet. It was just a bad apartment. But this is back before This was back before I lost like 70 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm still
Congratulations.
trying to lose weight. Thank you. It's really hard. It's really, really hard.
Rollerblade.
But yeah, I know. I want to roller derby.
Cardio.
I want to fight people.
All it is. I can't gain weight because I do skate too much.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's so much cardio with that. Bruh.
I'm a certified instructor.
Are you really?
There. Yeah.
So you do like classes?
Yeah. Like usually like one-on-one classes. 2020 I didn't do very many, but yeah, I got certified in 2019.
Okay.
Like I said, when I broke my arm and I was like, this is what I want to do. Nobody was rollerblading except me. And, I mean, not nobody, but it was pretty dead at that time.
Yeah.
So I asked a couple people what I could do to really skate. What do I want to do? I want people to skate. I want my community. I want skating to thrive. So somebody suggested to go get certified because I know how to jump off roofs and grind down rails and all this, but if you want to pick up skates, you're like, how do I do this? I got certified to teach people like that from the ground up. So it was a really humbling experience because it taught me, I didn't learn how to skate from an instructor. And then once I learned it, I was like, this is amazing. First thing I'm teaching you is how to fall.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of is the falling. I'm so scared of falling.
I would make you fall first.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get on the ground. Fall. What? Yeah, fall. Go to the wrist guards, elbows, and you need to know that you're safe, you're in control, and eventually it makes kind of a reflex. But yeah, I know how to fall better than I do how to land.
Which is good. You need to know that.
Yeah, because when you're grinding handrails that are, waist high and you split that for the first time, straight up Main Street, you'll learn how to fall after that.
I just can't imagine being 26 and wearing knee pads and a helmet. I just kind of feel, I don't know, I feel weird.
Why do you feel weird?
Because
about being safe?
People be like, lame. Look at that bitch with a helmet on.
Those people can't even run straight.
Fuck those people.
Yeah, fuck those people.
Oh, man. How did you get the courage to start being naked? Have you always just been naked?
I guess. There's been, random times in my life. When I was younger, this is I guess it's not illegal talking about it now. When I was a teenager getting drunk, I'd be that one to be weird and be like, I'm naked. And my friends are like, yo, why? Why? And then I think in Atlanta at an after party of a competition, I got naked one time. And then that was also I was intoxicated during that time. Then this time I was just like, let's do it. Because there was no better way to top that challenge. Because when I do something, it's actually the second time I've done that.
What?
Yeah, I've skated that highway once before. And the first time I did it, I was drunk.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was drunk. And we was late at night. And me and my friend Andrew were looking at it. Because I was like, let's just look at it from the top real quick. And he was like, this is crazy. And he was like, it seems pretty doable. And I was like, ain't very many cars right now. And he was like, you trying to do this? And I was like, YOLO. Let's go.
Let's go.
And we started doing it, and there was no cars. There was some cars, but it wasn't as bad. And then, yeah, the only way I could top it was doing it naked. So I told my friends, I was like, I'm not scared of doing that. And if you think I'm scared of doing it naked, well, test my gangster. Let's do it right now. Let's go. So they got the car, and once they left my apartment, I was stripping down and getting my coat. I was like, I know, Pinky. This is before you came into this house, cat.
He's I'm disappointed. I gotta go.
You don't even know.
There he goes. It's bye.
But that was my first big naked thing. And then after I got an OnlyFans, I guess I got naked a couple more times, but
just comfortable now.
I'd say I'm pretty comfortable now.
Yeah. How much you making on your OnlyFans? You make money on that?
I paid rent.
That's what's up.
I paid rent, and I was like, if I could pay at least 1 month of rent, even if it's 1 month a year, I was like, I consider doing this.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there's an egg roll video on there. It's pretty, yeah.
I kind of want. I want to go find it.
Yeah.
I'm about to subscribe that OnlyFans.
If I show you it on the podcast, how will you record your reaction?
I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna record my.
There's no nudity or anything. It's just me and food.
It's just you and food.
Yeah.
All right. I got my face.
Oh, let me get to this.
Should I hold this up here? I don't know.
So this is when I realized OnlyFans would work.
Is the egg roll video?
Is an egg roll. So I got this. Well, it's a spring roll technically, but in California everything's bigger than what it appears. So, I got this one, and when I pulled it out, I was like, this shit looks like a dick. And this was right when I started, people started finding my OnlyFans because of it. And I took this video real quick, and then it got some tips, and I was like, wow, people really
You make some money.
people really pay for this.
That does look like a dick. Ah!
I got you.
Thank you. Oh no!
I can't even watch it myself.
How much money did you make off this video?
$50.
Holy shit!
Paid for dinner.
Paid for that spring roll.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh my god! The little bite at the end. Yes! That's amazing.
That's one of the first like semi-sexual things I did on there, and then I was like, wow, y'all
take it
love it.
further.
And then they were like, more. And then I was also surprised when people were like, you have such a nice butt. And I was like, nobody really ever told me that.
Look at you out here getting butt clout.
Yeah, getting booty clout.
Getting the booty.
I also post stuff on OnlyFans that's like the nude stuff doesn't come unless it's like really requested, or some of it's out there if you pay for it. But I'll put random stuff up there, like sometimes it's skating stuff that hasn't been seen, which never gets tipped
Yeah, nobody wants
because I'm
that.
fully clothed.
Rude.
I put some green screen stuff up there.
I bet that's cool.
Can I show you one more?
Yes.
How do you explain that to people listening?
Oh no, there's so much going on. I don't think I can explain it.
Yeah, that one was early on.
That's so good. And at the end, you're gonna jump in. I can't just orgy. That's all I can say. With a green screen. It was a green screen orgy. Go on OnlyFans, find it, and send a tip.
That one is free. I love putting
one's
just
free?
free
Oh,
goofy
so good.
stuff up there. I could do that and just put some weed stuff up there.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
OnlyFans, it's not just for,
Nude.
nudes. You can put whatever up there.
I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
Sometimes I go
support
live
OnlyFans.
in a bathtub and just sit there.
In the bathtub.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Just hanging out in my bathtub.
I'm a slut for baths. Yeah. And I have a stand-up shower. But I got this like little thing on Amazon where it's like a big bucket tub.
What?
And I fill it up and I'll put fucking coconut milk in it.
Ooh.
Right? Yeah, just the whole can. And then I usually put like crushed up lavender, Epsom salt, a couple, eucalyptus oil.
Oh, yeah.
Put that in there as well.
That'd make anybody a slut for baths.
Yeah. And I put
Goddamn.
my dreads up like a pineapple and I just sit in there.
Just vibing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just sitting there all curled up and you kind of just see the pineapple sticking out.
that's amazing. That's so good. Oh my god.
It's a good time to FaceTime your close friends.
Just call him up.
Uh-huh.
Oh god damn it! It's Hood Panda just
Yep.
naked in the bath again. Oh, what's up, bro?
I have like a handful of friends that I know always answer FaceTime. And if you were to ask them, like, what do you expect? They can never expect.
They have no idea.
They have no idea. Sometimes I FaceTime mid holding onto a car.
Hey,
I've
what's
done
up?
that before. Like, or it's in the bathtub. It could be dancing around the house. It's random.
That just sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Is your ear still pierced? Didn't you pierce your ear?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, it's
Is it still in
pierced. There's nothing in there, but it's definitely pierced.
there? Yeah.
Are you talking about for the skit I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ow, that hurt.
It was like bleeding.
It definitely was bleeding. That was when we were in Denver for the charcuterie board skit. Yeah, and they were like, "You want to put an earring in?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh man, it healed up." And they're like, "You don't have to." And I was like, "Fuck that, I'm committed."
We're doing it.
I said, "I'm professional. I'm a method actor." And when I go into the hoodmanda character, is just amazing.
It is.
Do you follow hoodmanda?
I didn't know Hoodmanda had an Instagram.
Hoodmanda
I've seen
has an
what?
Instagram.
What?
It's my my straight female. I wouldn't say female. She's a bitch.
She's a bitch.
She's a slut. She is unfiltered, and it's just and sassy, and that's my Hoodmanda account.
I'm
But
gonna
that
follow
character is
Hoodmanda.
fun.
I can't believe Hoodmanda had an Instagram this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So what's next for Hood Panda?
What's next? It's 2021. I gotta ground myself here before the the weather gets warm, but one thing I want to do is when that weather is warm, I want to be able to openly have skate lessons. Hopefully like a skate school, maybe like a kind of not summer camp where you get away, but like a camp where it's like this few days, might just do it like once a month. Still working on how I'm going to structure it, but I renewed as a certified instructor, and I have somebody else that also wants to instruct to help because it's so hard on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the way I want to do it. Also campaigning for mayor. Making people laugh in videos, doing as many contests as I can, traveling. But yeah, that's what's next I mean, the show's not going to end for a while.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
So every season's going to be something new and refreshing.
Here
So,
we are. Yay!
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to wrap things up, but I want to say thank you very much for coming on to Talentless Talent.
Thank you.
And chilling and hanging out, and Pinky just being a bro.
Yeah.
Wherever he is.
Pinky the panda pussy.
Pinky the panda pussy. But if you want to plug, go ahead and plug your shit.
All right. You can follow me on Instagram at Hood Panda. You can follow my alter ego, hoodmanda. You can subscribe to my YouTube, Hood Panda TV. You can subscribe to my OnlyFans, which is also Hood Panda. You can donate. Venmo Hood Panda, Cash App Hood Panda 614. And yeah, follow me and we'll go from there, see what happens, and we're all having a good time.
Fantastic. Can we say the thing? I want to say the thing. You probably don't know what
You
I'm
want to
talking
say
about.
the thing?
I want to.
You
I
want to
wanna-
do it? Go ahead.
I salute you. I holler at you. I be with you. Is that it? Did I do it? Close enough.
It's not you. You're not. It's y'all.
Oh, my
It's y'all.
bad.
You're.
My
It was
bad.
very directed.
I live in Kentucky. I should know this. All right. Well, I'm making up my own ego. Hood Lizard. Does that person exist?
Welcome to the gang.
Yes! We're out here.
Welcome to the gang.
All right. Thank you.
I salute y'all. I holla at y'all. I be with y'all.
There it is.
Stay safe, cheese bags.
See? Hood Panda. Y'all, what a funny person. Funniest person I know, hands down. I am now Hood Lizard. I've been initiated. So when I go back to Columbus, I'm going to bring my stupid little longboard and just cruise around being the Hood Lizard that I am. I need a Hood Lizard hood. I need one of them lizard hoods. I could be a dragon. I could get a dragon one. Hood Panda. Hilarious, hysterical. Check out his shit. Check out his TikTok. Check out his YouTube channel. Some good, delicious content. And thank you, Hood Panda, for coming on. It was such a good time. I had a lot of fun. I laughed a lot. His apartment vibe, beautiful, immaculate. The vibe in there, amazing. There were so many little Easter eggs, I'd call them. You'd look and be like, oh my God, that's a Hood Panda. Oh my God, there's another one. So again, thank you, Hood Panda. It was a lot of fun. Tomorrow, no, not the fourth wall again. I'm going to be recording with one of my favorite humans. I have a lot of favorite humans. Humans are just great. You know, this is why I wanted to do this podcast, because I love talking to people. I love all of you that are listening to this, and I just love people. People are such great beings, some of them not so much. But the people that I'm talking to, I'm bringing on, learning about them, learning about what they do. It's just been a lot of fun. I'm having one of my favorite humans record, and it's going to be the craziest podcast, I think. We're going to drink some Moscow Mules because we're fancy bitches. We're also loud bitches. So stay tuned for that one. And then I'm going to have Slut Bomb, Cincinnati Punk. Slut Bomb. 2 members of Slut Bomb's going to be on. I'm going to post that episode. It is a good one. I'm pretty sure things went off the rails there. And that's the way we like it here on Talentless Talent. We are off the rails, baby. We're getting crazy. We're getting crazy. We're getting crazy. We're getting wild. Wild. It's wild. It is insane. Things are happening. It's getting crazy. But thank you for following along. I can't believe we are almost. Oh no, we can drive now. We got our permit. Now we can drive. I don't know. It's going to be a long time before we can go buy a Juul, go buy some ciggies. We're about to be 18 legal. What can you do at 18 now that you couldn't do when you were 16? Because go to war, take out $100,000 in student loans, but you can't buy ciggies. You can't buy alcohol. I don't know what my life would be like if at 18 I couldn't buy ciggies. Maybe I would have never gotten addicted to ciggies. Not true. I drank alcohol. Everybody did. If you did not start drinking until you were 21, like you never had a drink, boom, turned 21, had a drink, I applaud you. That shit's hard. That shit is so hard, especially like growing up around older people than you. How? How do you do it? How does that happen? It's like saving yourself for marriage. Not me. No, I am filthy. I will burn. And I'm okay with it. We're okay. We've come to terms with that. So, again, thank you, Hood Panda. Thank you, my beautiful, beautiful, talentless babies. Thank you for listening. Thank you for buying stickers. I'm going to get a new batch of stickers. I'm getting ready to get a new design for the good old podcast. I may have some repeat guests coming up. That won't be for a little while, but I don't feel like these have been long enough. So, I just want to dig more deep into your brains. Those extravaganza, crazy things are just going on. We're hiking this summer. We're going on hikes. I'm buying festival tickets for no reason. Just out here getting vaccinated. Getting freaking vaccinated. Not to mention, y'all, my birthday's coming up. I'm turning older. April 6th. It is my birthday. It's Aries season. It's chaotic. It's wild. We don't know what's going to happen. Our emotions are fluctuating one moment to the next. Welcome to my world, baby. This is what it's like all the time. My ruling planet, ruthless. Mars, ruthless. We love the energy. All right. My talentless talent babies. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for liking and subscribing. The shit that's going on with Talentless Talent would not be possible without y'all. It's freaking dope. It's amazing. I can't believe it's happening. It's crazy. I have imposter syndrome really bad, so I feel like I don't deserve any of it. But I love you guys. I love this podcast. I love just chilling in my alien space room, just vibing out, talking to myself into a microphone, and then having homies come on and just talk to them. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. We got a lot more coming. We're not stopping. We're not stopping anytime soon. Talent's just getting started. I just figured out the mic situation. I'm figuring out YouTube. I'm figuring out videos. All right. Until next time, thank you. I'm going to say it right this time. I salute y'all. I holla at y'all. I be with y'all. I hope I made you proud, Hood Panda. Signing off, Hood Lizard.